Dear Diary, it is late July 2019 in Central Ohio. I just got done mowing this entire 1.03 acres. Most of it's up here. The rest of it's in the back of the house, obviously. There's a lot of side yard with this property. Anyways, I just got done and mowing this entire yard with this. A 20-inch Pulsar 161cc push mower. Believe it or not, when I bought the mower, the tires were not bent out like that. These brackets right here are chintzy. They bent very easily. I could have possibly bumped a tree to do that, or a groove in the yard itself. Either way, you should not have a mower that bends, where the brackets bend like that. One thing I do want to say about this also, speaking of those brackets and those wheels, I had another one, the exact same mower, and I had 3 of the same bolts and 1 bolt, but I needed 2 because one side takes a certain bolt, the other side takes another bolt to hold the wheels in place. That was because someone at the factory most likely saw a bolt on the floor, picked it up, threw it in the wrong side bolt bin because they're not paying attention or didn't know what they were doing, whatever. That was annoying. Something like that makes you not want to buy that brand anymore. What I do like about this mower is that it is literally the cheapest, most inexpensive powered mower I could find at the home store. The only thing cheaper than this, which was not that much cheaper, was one that you simply push and it cuts your grass as the mechanics in the wheel itself turn a cutting blade. What I don't like about a mower like that is I assume the blades go dull very quickly. A mower like that uses pinching of the blades of grass by two metal blades coming together and pinching off the blades of grass exactly like a pair of scissors do. And if you were to mow your grass with a pair of scissors, your scissors would become extremely dull, extremely quick. So I believe those mowers are a waste of money. If you wanted to just trim up and down the driveway twice a week with a mower like that, it would probably be perfect, especially since you can, in your free time, sharpen up the blades. Anyways, the reason I had to mow over an acre with this extremely difficult mower is because I don't have the money to buy a riding mower at this time. So, if you want something cheap that'll get you through it, go with that. This house right here is $1,200 a month. This truck right here is over $900 a month. This car, trying to avoid the license plate. This car, for me, $200 a month because it's used. The truck, not so used. I can sleep in the truck, but I cannot drive my house to work. So I make this truck payment a priority. I fall behind on the house payment only about every month. I am a one-income household, which means I'm here by myself, just me and the Pulsar. Dear Diary, this is officially the last time I mow this yard with a push mower. I don't care how tall the grass gets from here on out. Instead of mowing this yard, which takes 2 days, and the reason it takes 2 days is because in the middle of July, like now, it is so humid and hot out here, I have to literally stop about every 20 and 30 minutes to wipe my eyes with a towel because sweat is filled in my eyes and I literally cannot see. Also, these are the only glasses I can use because regular set of glasses out in the sweat literally falls off of my face. These glasses won't go anywhere. They're prescription, blah, blah, blah. I can get the job done. I have to clean these off every 20-30 minutes or so. Another thing that takes forever push mowing this yard is the fact that these bent wheels, if I went out and bought a replacement or went out and bought, let's say, a push mower for $300 that was self-propelled, whatever, it really wouldn't serve me too well because it's still push mowing an acre. It's another $300 setback that could go toward a nice riding mower. My neighbor on this side and my neighbor on this side have beautiful big zero-turn tractors, and they can zip up and down these 1 acre and 2 acre lots. This guy that has this 2 acre lot, I literally the other day watched him mow this 2 acre yard in 30 minutes, up and down like it was nothing. I have a 1 acre yard with my beautiful handy dandy Pulsar, and it's a 2-day, weekend-long undertaking, and I can tell you from personal experience, it is absolutely miserable. So, dear diary, this is the last time I'm mowing this yard completely with the push mower. What I will do from now on is mow up and down this strip of sidewalk leading to my front porch. I will mow around the house. I'll square it in. I will triangle mow out to that reflector because this has to be clear at all times in case myself or a service person has to show up and deal with this access to the septic tank, which I have marked. So I will use this as a turn. So in the future, the yard will just be mowed at a triangle to the side of the house, up to this. So my front yard will just look like an odd shaped triangle. I'm gonna go 1 or 2 lanes max around the back of the house. This side yard is absolutely miserable to mow because anytime it rains for more than 20 seconds, there is standing water out here for days. And you just get eaten alive by mosquitoes. It is literally miserable. This is the back of the house, which I'll do 1 or 2 lanes right here. All of this I'm gonna let go. I'm gonna triangle out to here. This is another access to the septic tank leach bed. I'll just mow around that. So I'm just gonna triangle from there to the back porch. Actually, what would be a lot better is triangle from there to the fire pit. I will mow around the fire pit because, as you can see by my mountain of brush, I use the fire pit a lot to get rid of that material that I no longer use. I'll show you where that came from in a minute. I'll mow around this. All of this is going to be let go from here on out. See ya until I buy the riding mower I want. Then I'll come back and start mowing this like normal with an umbrella protecting me and all the fun stuff. Something cold to drink right there on the rider. The riding lawn tractor with a beautiful pull behind trailer, which will help in cleaning out all these trees, blah, blah, blah. I've done this on my own with just the push mower. I've cleared all of this out. This down here where it's all overgrown, I've actually cleaned that up a lot too, but all of this where it's overgrown is what all of this looked like. There was also a big swing set here, totally unused and falling apart, made out of wood. All of that got removed and cleaned out by hand, by my own hands, which hurt more and more every day. All of this is going to be forgotten about until I can afford that riding mower. Mosquitoes will have a field day out here until my beautiful big John Deere shows up when it gets delivered. And I don't know how long that'll be. And I've officially given up, so it's just gonna have to be what it is. If you're still watching this video, you're a nerd and you like stuff like this, you like yard tips, you like a little bit of yard motivation, home improvement stuff. This is more a review of my cheap push mower. It's also a little mark in the time of my life because that's just going to have to go down. I'm going to triangle from the corner of the house to the septic tank access to the fire pit, and I'm going to triangle back to the corner of the shed. So, and believe it or not, just doing that path around the house that I showed you with that push mower, it'll take a minute, but it'll be so much better than mowing this entire acre. It's important to mow around your house and any structure you want to keep, because any vegetation, grass included, that you keep around your house will eat up and damage your foundation. I weed eat and mow around the house all the time to stay up on it. I'll mow around the shed because I need access to the shed. I'm going to mow around the shed. I want to slow down all of this wood rot. It's going to happen eventually. The shed is scheduled for demo, but I'm going to slow that down just a little bit by mowing around it. All of this side yard, however, is just going to have to grow up. My favorite little patch to mow is this up here because it looks very nice to trim up and mow up around mine and the neighbor's mailbox. If this was just my front yard, or if this was just my only yard, I probably would just mow it. It would take about an hour, it'd be fine. But my yard is all this. So the more you have, the more you're responsible for, and that's okay. But sometimes you gotta know when to cut your losses and scale back on what you mow with your beautiful little Pulsar. There most likely will never be an update to this video unless I do a product review on the lawn tractor I want. I do not want a zero turn. I do not want a riding mower. What I am going to purchase, I do believe it's called the E180 John Deere lawn tractor. It is a lawn tractor with a mowing deck underneath, and the reason that matters is because it's designed to do more than mow your grass. It'll be used the most for mowing the grass, but it'll be for getting around the lawn with a pull-behind wagon to care for the trees, the brush, everything else. All of that brush in the fire pit came from that, which used to be a gigantic bush that was starting to fall over and just grow more and more into the yard. And I decided to get rid of it, so that's where it remains. So good luck out there. Drink plenty of water, and buy it if you need to, but don't buy a bunch of replacements to build your way up to a rider. Just be like me, give up, let it grow. So take a last nice good look at what my mowed front yard looks like, because that's going to be it.